Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, it is Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique. And in this video, we're doing a wreath making marathon. And by that, I mean I'm making 2 wreaths. Sometimes I'll do more, but today these are full wreaths. So I think making 2 wreaths is a good amount for one video. But anyway, welcome. If you're new here, I'm Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique. I make beautiful wreaths and I teach you how to make beautiful wreaths like a pro and also sell them if you're interested in that. So I have left a link in the comments. My Wreath VIP group, my VIP wreath making group is open right now. I only open it publicly a couple weeks out of the year, once in the fall, once in the spring. And right now, today, we're kicking off our fall opening. So if you have been wanting to join, now's your chance before the doors close. So if you're watching this live with me, say hi. Let me know what you're up to. I'd love to read that. And then, oh my gosh, my iPad is going to die. Oh my gosh. So hopefully I'll be able to see comments and everything. Anyway, it's plugged in, but it's dying. Anyway, so let me show you what we're going to be working with. First one is going to be lamb's ear, kind of like our pumpkin wreath we did. Oh my gosh, my iPad is dying rapidly. We've got lamb's ear and we've got some eucalyptus and cinnamon and possibly some cream berries. Then our second wreath is going to be this beautiful mix. It's like a gold and cream, a little bit of burgundy in there, and some ribbon. So I'm excited about that. All right. So if my iPad ends up dying, which I'm sure it will very soon, I'll just try to reboot it and catch up on comments when that happens, and we'll just keep going. All right. I've got two grapevines. They're both 14 inches, although you can see they're kind of different. 14 inches is like 13 to 15 really. So we're going to use this one for our first wreath. And I'm going to move the camera down, and feel free to ask me questions if you have any about the group. I'd be happy to answer while I'm live. Oh, good. Christina says, I bought the burgundy lamb's ear and made a wreath, but Hobby Lobby didn't have much. Oh no. Well, I hope you had enough to at least finish your wreath. That would be great. All right, let's move the camera down. All righty. Did that. Oopsies. Sorry about that. I'm going to raise this up a tad. So hopefully you can see well. Nope. Oh, good. You had enough to finish. Good. All right. Can we all see? Oh my gosh. Come on, iPad. It's literally plugged in and it's still dying. Okay. Now, hopefully I can read comments from my phone as well. It might be a little bit more difficult though. Well, they're out online? Oh no. Well, anyway, what we're going to do, these are from Hobby Lobby, if you can find them. I know sometimes their stock can be difficult, but I'm just going to start by using the lamb's ear. I cut them, got a long piece and a short piece, and I'm just going to be gluing and wiring and all the things. So let's go. I've already cut my grapevine, not cut it, but I've already cleaned it up. And then I'm using this. Hey, Fawn Haven Farm from Georgia. Welcome. Yes, Hobby Lobby is already selling out of a lot of fall things, which I actually wanted one for my second wreath that I'm going to do here, but they were out, so we're going without it. But I still think the wreath is absolutely gorgeous. So all good. Hey, Jennifer. And it's dead. So hopefully I can still see comments on this. I'll try really hard to make sure I'm looking up and everything. I'm just going to close this and hopefully it recharges a little bit while it's closed, which something must be off with my charger. So sorry about that. No, Kimberly. Kimberly says, I would love to join the VIP group, but I think it's for established, oh gosh. I think it's for established wreath makers. Oh gosh. And I'm just getting started in wreath making. Oh my goodness. No, it's great for people who are just starting. Absolutely. I have had people join that have never made a wreath before and they join the group and now they're making gorgeous wreaths. It is, I always worry about that people think that, because not at all. I have a success path. It starts you from absolute beginner and takes you along with different um, wreath making skills and everything. And I'm telling you, I feel like beginner is the best because you can start from the very beginning. Yes, there are really talented wreath makers in there as well. But they're in there oftentimes to learn how to sell better, which you wouldn't need that. So there's hobbyists and pros in there alike. And it's so fun to have that mix. So please don't let that discourage you. And yay, welcome. Juanita says it's great for newbies. Yes. Kimberly says, if you just started wreath making, you'll love it. You'll learn so much, and the group is wonderful. I wish I had joined when I first started making wreaths. Thanks, Samantha. Right? Was that Samantha? This is really hard to do on just my phone. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I wish I could read all your comments out loud. Okay. The best group, Jenny, is so encouraging and helpful with her critiques. Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful for her and her help and encouragement. She's best. You guys are so sweet. Oh my gosh. Yes. So I just wanted to let you know, if you are new, I get that question all the time. I actually get both questions. I get, is it only for new people or is it only for experience? It's for both. We have all levels of wreath makers in there. And everybody learns something new. So I hope that if you want to learn how to be a wreath maker, then you join. But you don't have to. I also offer a lot of free things here on my YouTube channel. But of course, the group is like way more in depth, and I'm in there all the time. You have access to me, and a lot of people will be making a wreath and they'll share a picture like, hey, I love this wreath, but something is off. I just can't put my finger on it. And so they'll get feedback that way. Sometimes it's just encouragement, like people second guess themselves and their wreaths are absolutely beautiful and nothing needs to change. Sometimes that can be helpful, but fresh eyes can be really helpful when you're a wreath maker. If you've been staring at something all day and you're like, I don't know, I'm stuck, then the group is super helpful for that as well. But I just want to encourage you, or anybody who's watching, that a lot of times all you need is a fresh set of eyes and some encouragement, and you'll get a lot of that in the group. Hey, Crafty Hen. I love that name. Well, I'm glad I can still see comments. I just can't see very far. So I'm just making the base right now, just the first layer of greenery. This is going to be our main greenery. And I'm not putting it in super thick because I'm going to be adding some other things that will have a good amount of coverage. So, oh, thanks, Stephanie. Stephanie says, Jenny and all the girls in the group are absolutely fabulous with helping out. And they make it so much easier and so enjoyable. I agree, Stephanie, and thank you. There's just so many wonderful, helpful people in there. And it's so fun. And you know what? There's a lot of people in there that are more introverted and they don't talk, which is fine too. If you are like, oh, I don't necessarily want to be active in a community, I just want to watch the tutorials, that is totally fine. There are more than you would know that do that as well. But then there's also the members who are very active, and I feel like we're friends. We're online friends. So whatever kind of personality suits you, we've got you there. On Monday in the group, we did our Wreath and Etsy shop critiques. It's the only place I give feedback for Wreaths and Etsy shops is in my group. And then once a month we go live and I'll do them live. And there's a spot in the community where they can submit their wreath if they're or shop if they want it critiqued. And by critiqued, I mean I'm just saying I'm looking at it, noticing what they're doing good, what they need improvement on, and I think it's really helpful for people. So I do that live once a month. Then of course I can do that in the group, in the community anytime. The private community, you can always ask questions or share your wins. It's so fun when people share their wins. It's really encouraging. So yeah. And a question that I keep getting, and I think it's because a lot of people have groups on Facebook. Mine is not on Facebook. You do not have to have social media to be in the group. It's all hosted privately on my own website. So it's just easier. And I feel like you don't have to worry about weird algorithms that way. And I just want to have it on my own site. I feel like it's safer that way. But anyway, so if you're worried about that, in fact, I've had people say, hey, I really want to join the group, but I can't because I'm not on Facebook. I'm like, I've never said I was on Facebook. So yeah, it's not there. It's just on my website. We are online Wreath friends. That's right, Samantha. Oh, you're so sweet. When Samantha says, when I joined, I didn't think I'd be talking, but after I introduced myself, I got hooked and never stopped. I love it. That makes me so happy because you're one of the really active members and you're so helpful. So helpful and encouraging to people. And you have a really good eye. Most of the time you say stuff that I would say myself. So I really appreciate it. And I know the other members do too. You're welcome, Samantha. Thank you. All right, I think I'm going to need one more of these. I'm going to finish the one piece and I might need half. 2, 3. Which makes sense because I started with 6.5. So I'll just need one more piece. It was 7 stems, but one of them was only a half stem. So I'm going to grab one more stem to put another piece right here. If I was only using lamb's ear and nothing else, I would do more than 7, or let's see, I think I'll use the small one. That way I don't have to wire it. But yeah, 7 stems is good. But not if it's going to be a lamb's ear on its own. Isn't that cute? Juanita says, I usually miss the lives in the group, but love that you can watch them later. Absolutely. That's another question. I'm glad you brought that up because another question that comes up is what if I can't make it to the lives? And that is totally fine. They're designed to, everything's recorded and saved to the group. The replay is always uploaded by the next day, sometime the next day. And you can watch it anytime. And it's saved in the library, so everything's easy to find and organize. You know, I might actually use this. I'm just going to cut it up a little. This pot looks a little bit bare. But yeah. And then you can even ask questions if you're not going to be on the live. So I do a live Q&A, but I have a spot in the group where you can submit your question if you want me to answer it on the live. Because I answer questions in the community all the time, but if you want to answer during the live, then you can leave it in a specific spot and I'll answer it in the live. So now I'm just adding some Simisafuga. And a lot of these things that I'm using here today are from wholesale suppliers, but there are retail suppliers that also sell them. And I'm going to be adding them to my shop, hopefully today. I wanted to do it before I went live, but I was busy talking with people and things like that. So I will do that later today. So if you want to use these exact things, you can. I watch replays over and over, Jill says. Nice. Marcia says, I've been making a lot of purple tone fall wreaths, and it makes me happy to see you're making one today. Yay! I'm glad. I'm loving purple right now. Purple and the burgundy. Plus, this is just one of my favorite fall stems. I wanted to use it. And then I have a lot of this lamb's ear, so I wanted to use it. Let's see. And after I made that pumpkin wreath with these two greeneries last week, I really wanted to use that mix again, but make a wreath that's a little bit different. So here it is. And this is one I'll be able to add to my shop, which is nice. And every wreath that I do in the VIP group, I also have a detailed supply list. And sometimes I'll add alternatives or anything like that. So that is helpful for those who want the exact same supplies. Oh, Marcia. Jennifer says, how many listings is too many in an Etsy shop? Oh, I have not thought of too many. If you have a lot of listings that are just sitting there dead weight, not doing anything for you, you might want to deactivate them, but I don't know. I guess if it's more than you can keep track of, or or if it's just a bunch of dead weight. But if they're all doing something for you and selling and all of that, it's not too many. So that really varies, especially if it's a wreath shop. I guess if it's a print on demand or a digital shop, then you can have thousands. And it's more passive once you've started it. Never truly passive because, you got to promote and all of that. But I don't know. Oh, Amanda says I made my first wreath a couple days ago. Awesome. Congrats. Oh, hey, Lisa. She's flying out to California, but wanted to see what I'm making. Oh, you'll catch the rest later. Good. We'll have a safe flight. Wow, I'm really using a lot of this. Oh, that's okay. I like it. I'm going to add another thing as well. I should check on my iPad and see if that is ready to go yet. Okay, it's a little bit. So let me try and see if I can get my comments over here and see them a little bit better. I'll have to go all the way back. Sorry about that, you guys. I even had it charging. So frustrating. Oh well, it happens. And it's not connected to the internet. Awesome. Sorry, guys. All right. Tap to retry. We'll get there. I'm going to use one more of these. Just grab it off my wall. See if I can find this video. Here we are. Oh, Jen says you're inspiring me to create in crafts again. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. That's the best. Okay. Oops. Ooh, this would be really pretty with eucalyptus too. This other eucalyptus. Okay. Oh my gosh, so much better because I can actually see my wreath on the screen. Okay. So I'm just going to use a few more pieces to fill it out. Oh, I love this purple. You can just have it like this. It's such a pretty wreath. Best with these. So I used the 14-inch grapevine, and the total wreath diameter is about 23 inches for this, I would say. That is kind of sticking out a little bit too far. I'm going to take the stem off. So the Cinesifuga, I buy wholesale, but there are online stores that also sell it, but it can be kind of expensive. I'm going to list it in my shop as well, so you can grab some. But these I get wholesale, but there are retailers that also sell it. So, and then same with this. I get this from Hobby Lobby, the lion's ear. All right, here it is with this. So cute. I love it. Now I'm going to add in our light purple. It's like a little light plum color. Aren't these so pretty? So I got these from Sullivan's, and unfortunately they're, I think, going out of business. So if you can grab these from there, if you're able to buy wholesale, you can. But if not, I do have mine in my shop. They are not a cheap stem, but they look so good. So these are more of a wow item. They just look so beautiful. And I do have them available in my shop. If you want these exact stems, I'm going to use two. I'm going to use 2 stems. So I'm cutting each stem up into pieces so it can really scatter throughout the wreath. That's what I like to do for the more expensive items that I want in my wreaths. To kind of get that in there, but not to make the wreath too expensive, I should say. So oh, I love the pink. I don't know if it's coming across on the video as much, but they look so pretty in person. Beverly says, I love Cinesifuga, but I don't like purple. Luckily for me, Hobby Lobby Cinesifuga leans burgundy on picks, sprays, and garland. Yes, theirs is definitely more burgundy color. I was hoping to get some of those for my second wreath because they go with the berries really well. However, they were out, so we're going to make the wreath without them, and it's still going to be gorgeous. Ooh, I love this pink in here. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it. If you have your business license, can you buy at wholesale rate or discount rate from Hobby Lobby and Michael's? No, but you can get the sales tax taken off. To buy wholesale, you have to go to a wholesale store. Hobby Lobby does not do that, but you can apply. It's different for each place. Hobby Lobby's is kind of more difficult, but yeah, you can get your sales tax taken off because you'll be charging that to the customer and paying it to your state that way. Oh, thanks, Jen. Jen says, I love to see and learn other people's styles and colors. I'm not a fan of pink, but this is so pretty. Thank you. This is like a pinkish purple, which I like. Cut that piece. Okay. Almost done. And then once I'm done with this video, I'll see all the mistakes I made once I take a picture. But hopefully it's looking good. It looks good in person right now. Alina says, I know we're needing to be thinking about Christmas wreaths now. Yes, if you're selling them for sure. Can you recommend some good Norfolk pine that's not wholesale? Well, the places that I have listed in my wreath supplier list, they do sell a lot of the Norfolk pine that I get wholesale. So that would be a retail option for sure. I know Hobby Lobby had some last year that I used as a backup, and it was great. It was a good medium range. So that's good. All right, now, do we want to keep it just purple? Or do we want to add a pop of contrast in there with these berries? I haven't decided, so let's just see what it looks. What it looks like. Sorry. I love that these have the little seeds on them too, the seeding eucalyptus. Looks pretty. So if you wanted to add berries, these are like a creamy fall berry. Oh, thanks, Donna. Donna says, Jenny, you sure make pink look good. Jan says, yes, berries for texture. Yes, I think it's pretty. We're not going to add too many, probably 5 little clusters. So each of these, and if you guys want, I can add these to my shop as well. But I'm just cutting them in half, so I've got little berry clusters. I'm not gluing them right now because I want to make sure I like them. But we shall see. I'll probably use them. Oh, I like it. Juanita says, I love the berries. And Melissa says, I can never say no to berries. Yeah. Samesies. Okay, one more. Wait, maybe I should do 2 more. I don't know if I spaced them enough. I guess if I do 2 more, then, well, do you like how I'm just thinking out loud with you? I do that a lot. I'll just do 1 because I am going to make more of these. So there we have it. Here's our first wreath. What do you think? I love it. Yes. Oh, Greenery Market. Yes. And they're on my list of suppliers, I believe. And I think they ship to Canada for all you Canadians. Okay, Beverly likes the berries too. Good. All right, let's show you. Oopsies. Hello. All right. And look, we made this wreath in like 25 minutes. Not bad. Might have to fluff some things around, but isn't that beautiful, that purple mix? So fun. I like it. I can even add more. All right, let me show you the supplies for our next wreath. It sounded dramatic. Okay. Let me just move these other things off my table. So for this one, we've got a mix of gold and cream, a little bit of that burgundy color with the berries and these ferns, and some pink thistles. Oh, I love it. So I like it. You can kind of see the colors here on the front. It's like tan and gold with a pop of burgundy. And then I'm also going to tie the burgundy together with a bow. If you have some Simisifuga from Hobby Lobby, that's more that burgundy color, that would look really good in this wreath if you wanted to add more of the dark. Oh, thank you, Linda. It says, wow, and bonus, it matches your shirt. I picked this color out on purpose. Oh gosh. Okay, I thought I cleaned this grapevine up, but I didn't. I'm also using a 14-inch grapevine. It's kind of a fat one. It's like a 13.5-inch grapevine. Let me move the camera down and I'll show you what we're doing. Wreath number 2. All right. Oh, Iris says you make it look so easy. Well, I'm telling you, when you just add them in layer by layer, inside and outside, it really helps. And making sure when you pick your items that you have a good mix to start with. You know, the preparation, I guess, is helpful. Let's see, any suggestions of what to use to hold in place when hanging on a door, with a door hanger, so it doesn't move and scratch the door from swinging open? You know, I'm not sure. If you have a grapevine that's scratching, I would just, you can put like felt on the back, like little felt dots, or some moss. Or I like to feel with my hand and feel if there's any scratchy parts, and you can like take some sandpaper and rub those off, because you shouldn't be having that issue. And if you are, then just adding something to the back, because I'm not sure how you can make the wreath not move when the door is opened, especially if you have kids. All right, just cutting off a few pieces. Yeah, I like to just cut those pieces off. Usually these pieces that wrap around are thicker, and as long as those pieces are good, you should be good on your door. As long as those are smooth. Okay, so for this wreath, there's a lot of really small pieces. And I think everything in here is stuff I got wholesale, but I will have all of it in my shop. I already have this in my shop. I'm so glad I ordered another big order of these, because these are also from, oh goodness, Sullivan's, which I'm so sad that they're going out of business. But I grabbed a lot of these this fall, actually, while I saw they were in stock. So I do have these in my shop. All right, I'm going to start with this gold. I'm going to start with the gold. And you could take this wreath so many different directions, but I might need a third one of these. Aren't these pretty? I just love them. I used them in a wreath last year as well. That was more brown and cream. And so this time we're doing cream and, well, gold and cream and burgundy. So that should be fun. So I'm just cutting them up. Oh my goodness, how can I pronounce your name? Luminita says, hello, Jenny. I love your channel. I love the wreaths and motivated me to start doing it as well. Yay. I made some the other day while watching your videos. I'm so proud of myself. Congrats. That's so good. Proud of you too. Yay. Oh, Elisa says, I registered for this big vendor event again, and I'm trying to see if these wreaths you're making can be modified as a mini. Definitely the first one. You'll just have to make it different. The Simisifuga leaves can be kind of large, but you can cut them up even smaller if you need to. All right. So I'm just going to place this kind of in the middle, and we're going to let these pieces flow out, and then these pieces cover the middle. So I love this because it covers the inside and the outside. And with a fat grapevine, we want to make sure that we're not going to overstuff the middle. That is a mistake I see people doing a lot, and so we don't want to do that. What is the purple crown for? I believe the purple crown are people that are top commenters, I believe. So if you want that purple, yes, top fans. If you want that purple crown, make sure you comment a lot. I think. But anyway. Hey, Bobby, glad you made it. We're just working on our second wreath, and it's looking good so far. I mean, it's kind of looking sparse so far, actually. Let me just move this stuff down. Marcia says, Amazon sells a wreath guard or pad that you attach to the back of the wreath, and it protects your door from scratching. It works on most wreaths and you can't see it. Nice. Yes, I have seen those. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure these longer parts are spread out. Yes, Sullivan's is exploring a sale instead. We talked about it a little bit in the group, but last I heard, might have been from Letitia, was that they weren't keeping the floral section of their business, but they were keeping other parts. I could be wrong. It could change, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'll put it that way. So we'll see. It's a bummer. I really liked my rep there. She was wonderful. And I really loved going to market to see them. They were, I'm going to grab another one of these just because they didn't make it very thick. They were a fun vendor to visit at market. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm glad I have these on my wall. Jan, would you ever do a live creating flower crowns of every season? So good, magical. Ooh, never thought about that. Elisa, yes, it is. Lisa says, is your VIP group doors open today? It's a great group. Thanks. Yes, it is. And it's so fun seeing everybody join. Usually Christina says, so wondering if I will get the rest of my order or a refund. They don't charge you till your order's shipped, usually, or they're about to ship it. So you shouldn't have been charged yet if you don't have it or if it's not on the way. Because I had an order just in case. I knew they might not make it, but I placed an order for something to arrive in January, but I don't think it's going to make it. But I haven't been charged for it, so. Yes, I'm going to have these, and I'm going to have these gold leaves in my shop as well. So, yes, they will be in my shop. I just haven't had a chance to photograph them. My kids started school this week, and my daughter started volleyball, and I love it. It's like it's a good busy, but whew, it's going to be a busy month. So I haven't had a chance, is what I was trying to say, but I will. That's on my list to do today. I think it's thicker on one side. I was trying to avoid that. So what I'm going to do, instead of taking a whole thing out, I'm going to take a piece out and move it over here. Oh no, it was your juniper. Shoot. Well, you can get some of that at Select. They have the same one. All right, so now we're moving on to these, and I am going to cut them in half so they're not quite so big. I'll leave this one big and then have two smaller ones. So I'll have 3 for each of these. And I use these gold ones as one small part in a recent wreath I did here on YouTube that has a kit. And I think I just have like 2 of those left, maybe. How do you know if you've made it into my VIP group? Well, click on the link and then that I have here, jennyswreathboutique.com/VIP group. You go there and then you click on join group and then you'll go to a checkout page. It does cost a small fee every month and then it's a subscription. So you'll know when that goes through because you'll be directed to your library, which shows the group, and you'll get a password and everything. And then you'll also make sure you want to check your email, check your spam, because it's hard to get things past spam these days if you're a business. But check your spam folder and it'll have further instructions and it'll have a link to a welcome video that gives you a tour of the group. I don't think you can accidentally get into you definitely can't. So you should know if you're in there. Anyway, but you can always message me. You can send me an email and I can double check for you. but I can't double check unless I have your email that you signed up with. Melissa says, I have a lot of greenery. I decided to spray paint the plastic for fall rather than buying new. It worked great and saved me a lot of money. I love that. Hey. Jan says, Melissa, what kind of paint did you use? Yeah. Okay, this would be so cute as a gold wreath, wouldn't it? I love it. Oh, I have another one of these. I probably don't need it. So I'll just use two. Make it not too expensive. I had 3. I'm just using 2. All right, now we're gonna move on to this Smilax. I love that. Okay. I have donated wreaths to auctions before, and it was great. For some charities. Oh, thanks, Samantha. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of these at a time. And just looking at these 3 things together, it's so pretty with the cream and the golds. I really like it. It's like neutral, but a glam neutral. That's so fun. So these are just going to go inside and outside as I do. And I want to make sure I put them far enough on the outside that it is, I guess I don't need them that thick, but I want to make sure they also stick out this way so that they can cover some of that. And I like that this tames the gold a little bit, kind of brings it back down to earth. Yeah. Any acrylic paint, said Melissa. I just used what I had. I love that. You use what you have. That's the best. Deborah says, I've also painted eucalyptus to use in winter and Christmas wreaths. I use spray paint. Awesome. Jan says, this wreath would look gorgeous with long pheasant feathers. Oh yeah, the brown. Oh my goodness. That would be really pretty. Really, really pretty. When you have a good base, you can get so many ideas for different wreaths to make with it, you know? For example, this base would look great on its own. It would look great with the pinks and burgundies we're going to add. It would look great with browns and blacks even. So many possibilities. I love that about wreath making. You can really take a simple wreath recipe and just swap things out to make it your own in whatever style you like. I love that. Thanks, Lynn. Lynn says, loving this one. Marcia says, I wanted black magnolia leaves, so I spray painted the Hobby Lobby gold ones with an acrylic spray paint that is indoor and outdoor. Yes, that's great. And absolutely, Christina. She says, so many options with that base. Yes, I love that. I wish you could see it in person. Oh, I feel like the video is just not doing it justice. Okay. I gotta pay attention. When I get looking at the chat too much, I start not placing things very evenly. Oh well. Come back over here. Samantha says, Melissa, did you use a top coat? Because acrylic paint can come off if it gets wet. But if you use a spray paint top coat, that should seal it in case the rain goes on it. Ooh, nice. Oh, good. You're signed up. Well, welcome to the group. Yay. And I apologize if I'm going to butcher your name, but is it Teresita? Teresita? Welcome. The colors and flowers remind me of the mountain dogwood flowers. So pretty. Ooh. Samantha says, welcome to the group, Teresita. Yes. Welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you. I think you're going to love it. Okay. I got to make sure I spread these out enough. Okay. Almost done with this greenery or foliage since it's not green. And I'm really proud of myself. I made it all the way around before finishing my stuff, which is good. It's going to be pretty even. Oh, Christina says, you won't be sorry. It's great. Well, thank you. Yeah, I hope she loves it. Okay, so here, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Just like this. I love it. But of course, we have to add our burgundy touches. But of course, if you like this is more your style, just stop here and that would be perfect. I'm gonna add this next. It's got a weird name, but I just call it a fern because it looks like a fern to me. White flowers. These are just a greenery. They're from Sullivan's. Unfortunately, because their flower department may be going out of business, which is so sad. But I did stock up on them. So if you want these exact ones, I do have them in my shop. They're really pretty, really pretty foliage trees for fall. Okay, now we're going to add some color. This wreath has a lot of texture. That's actually one of the reasons why, other than that it's a pretty gold color, why I added the eucalyptus, so we could have at least one broadleaf in here. Okay. Why do they give all the flowers and greenery such weird names? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming you mean the real version because these are just named after the real version. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Oh, I think I'm putting these too close together. Ooh, I love this with the pink in there. It's so pretty. Holy moly. It's looking good. I may need to spread these out a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna move one of my pieces, but look at that, look what a difference adding these in there is. I love it. Okay, I'm taking this out and I'm gonna put it just a little bit over. Yes, you can absolutely substitute these gold leaves with the magnolia leaf. You just have to be careful to make sure they're not overpowering the wreath. Samantha, that's hilarious. Samantha says, have y'all seen the short where the guy calls 911 for help for his wife? They ask the name of the street, which was Eucalyptus Street, and they ask him to spell it, and he says, I'll drag her to Oak Street. That's hilarious. Hey, Jen, I do have a Facebook page for my business, but I don't teach. I mean, it's just like my Instagram page. It's connected to my Instagram page, so I post reels and things there, but I don't have my group there. Look how pretty these look together. I love it. If you don't want the dark burgundy in there, which I do, I think I'm really gonna like it. You could just do these. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. Oh gosh, it's because of the flowers. I mean, this pop of texture from these thistles, which they're not called a thistle, I don't think either. They also have a weird name, but I'm calling them a thistle. They look so pretty in here. I love it. It's like adding blush to a wreath. I love that. Okay. This is looking so cute. Yeah, I agree. I think the berries are going to put it over the top in a good way. This would be so cute for like, for Christmas, if you do like a pink and a neutral Christmas, this would be really cute for that. Because the gold and the pink. So cute. Oh my gosh. This beautiful. Yeah, or Valentine's Day. My favorite wholesaler? That's like asking me to pick a favorite child. I'm just kidding. All my favorites are listed on that cheat sheet. I could not decide between those. And maybe Allstate just because I get a good deal there. But I mean, all the ones on the cheat sheet are my favorites. Okay, I think I'm going to do 2 stems so we get a good amount of these berries. Aren't they just gorgeous? They're like rose hips, I think. They're so beautiful. And I'm going to be generous with these and put them on the inside and outside. I've got 2 stems of these. And this is where if you wanted more of this burgundy color and if you wanted more of a broadleaf, you could use that burgundy Simicifuga from Hobby Lobby. That would be really cute in here. Thanks, Lynette. Oh, I love it. This could be fall or Christmas, really, because these are that cranberry color. So cute. Thanks, Beverly. I think once we put the ribbon on it, it really can work for Christmas. Just depending on what your colors are. I go more traditional, red and green Christmas, so probably wouldn't work for mine, but it would work for a lot of people's. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you here live with me. Thank you for being here. If you're liking this, it would be amazing, and I would appreciate it so much if you hit that like button, share this video out with somebody who also loves making wreaths, or somebody who's crafty and you think they should make wreaths. That would mean the world to me. Thank you so much, and thank you all for being here. Almost done. I'll put this on the outside. So one more time, because I don't have any Sinisifuga. No, I don't. I used it all. Okay, so here's this wreath so far. Now, let's see what it would look like if we added a ribbon. Oh, Kim says, I love the berries on the wreath. Thank you. And this ribbon is Christmas ribbon, which is great. Oh my gosh. Is that beautiful? It just totally brings out the color. So cute. I'm just going to make a simple bow, and I'm going to make a pick with it. Definitely don't need a bow. Oh no, it did it again. Shoot. This happened once inside my VIP group. I don't know how to get it back. Shoot. Okay, bear with me. What did I do last time? What did I do last time? Okay. Hello. That didn't work. Am I back normal? Nope. You guys, I'm sideways again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Nope. Don't you just love I'm back. Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh my gosh. Let me just move the camera down again. I am so sorry. I only use the streaming service because YouTube shows my videos backwards now when I go live, and that's not helpful for you. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's get this wreath made, finished before that happens again. I bumped it. My table bumped it and it made me go weird. It happened one time in the VIP group, if you can remember that. I think it was this spring. So I hope that makes you feel better about any technical difficulties you've had before. You know, it happens. Oh well. I'm glad most of you stuck through. Oh, I lost some people. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. So I just tied a bow and I'm just gonna cut it. And so I put some wire in the back and I'm twisting the wire. Yeah, this does look like a nice little Christmas wreath, doesn't it? So I'm just using a trash stem, or you can use a wooden pick. I'm wrapping the wire around it. And then I'm going to use the pick to place the bow in the wreath. So we have a nice bow. And I used to actually wire my bows in. And gosh, this has just been so much better. I hated adding bows because it was such a pain. But this way is so much easier. So if you made it to the end, you are the best. I really appreciate you. Okay, I'm just going to place this somewhere at the top. I'm not going to glue it in yet because just in case I don't like where it ended up. Okay, now I'm going to move the camera up. Stay, please. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so pretty. You can do with or without the bow, whatever you like, but oh, it's so fun. Okay, let me get the other wreath. You tell me which one you like more. Are you gonna make one? And I will have these, oops, I'll have these in my shop. And more importantly, I will have the supplies in my shop, the ones that I got wholesale. Some of them I already have in the shop, like the eucalyptus is already in there, and the smilax is in there already. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. And don't forget, the doors to join my Wreath Making VIP group are open now through September 4th, 2025. So if you're watching this later, after that date, then click the same link. It'll just give you a way to join the wait list so you don't miss the next time I open. But if you're watching this within the week that I posted it, then yay, you can join. All right. Thanks for being here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.